Today is going to be the first day of work for many members in the team. They have been working from home since March and now it's September. So there's a lot of changes that has happened. Today is the first day of work for many of them, well, most of them anyway. And today we're gonna be heading over to the main unit to show you how first day of work looks like. So, well, I just realized that I can't even log in myself because they just installed this facial recognition thing. So I don't even have access to my own office. I'm going to have to ring the doorbell, and Marcus, who's coming over right now, is going to have to sign me in. And you can see it's all facial recognition. I think what we're trying to do here is to minimize thumbprint. Marcus, how long does it take to install my face in here?
30 seconds.
30 seconds, okay, let's do it. You can see that we're making some changes in here. So this is to kind of like, I guess it's to beef up security as well.
Okay, let's enroll. Let's register your face. There we go. So let's test
Done.
it. Close the door.
Oh, there we go. Nice. The goal of today's video is to show you how I'm looking at things in terms of managing and onboarding the team that's coming back, in terms of my thought process, in terms of what's important and what's not important. So, the last time that we were here, remember this? Remember this scene? So like the office was like in a mess, right? Now everybody's back in here now. And they've actually spent this morning kind of like cleaning up the place a little bit. Okay, so first things first is that this office was like empty for, I don't know, half a year. So the first thing that's gotta go is things like food. Usually what happens in a team like this is that when everybody's cleaning up and in the common areas, when they see stuff that's lying around, it's hard to make somebody to make a decision on like whether to keep or throw stuff like that, because most people think, oh, but it's not mine. It's not in my jurisdiction. It's not my call to decide if I should be keeping or throwing it. And for some reason, we seem to have a lot of these baskets lying around. So all these things gotta go. Anyway, let me just leave, maybe just bought this. So we have all these parcels that has been sent to the office in the last few months, and they're all laying around. And you'll notice that my priority here today is more towards sustaining and continuing a conducive working environment for the team, since most of them are back here today. Okay, so let me show you what that means. So it has always been important to me that people love what they do. They're excited about what it is they're about to do that day. So if you remember the last video here, it was like doomsday, right? All the common areas, we just finished the event and everything was left here. So in order for us to kind of like resume things, what we want to do is to make sure that things are in order. Now, how do we do that? The example that we're going to utilize today, just need to kind of move this. Now over here, to most people, it just looks like files that is organized and tagged and labeled a certain way. And if a person doesn't understand this train of thought, it would be like, oh, Peng Joon's really just anal about things and he wants things done a certain way, which doesn't really make sense, right? Why do we have to label and file things and use literally a machine to print out this tag and paste it here and make sure it's aligned and all that kind of stuff? Now, why is that important? Why is that important for you, even if you might be working on the computer, make sure that your desktop is arranged nicely? Here's why. I remember that Steve Jobs, one of the things that he did when it comes to creating the Mac inside is he was really, really particular about how it would be created and organized in the machine, in the computer, when there was a time when nobody cared about how things in the inside look like, because consumers don't look at how it's done inside, because they only care about the aesthetics outside. And what people couldn't understand is why would Steve Jobs be so obsessed about things that people can't see? And his answer was, that's why it's important. It's important because your best work, and if you're proud of the work, that is going to be determined by the things that the public can't see. So for me, these are the things that people don't see, right? It is like files like this, how it's labeled, how it's organized, how we look for stuff, how it's archived. You can see here, it's in which box, which event, dates back to 2012, 2013, when we did the events in London, Melbourne, Johannesburg, Amsterdam, Stuttgart. Now, why are these things important? It is because this is what most people, like you guys, in fact, this is probably the first time I've ever reviewed something like that. And that is how I approach things. So how things are labeled, how things are archived, will actually play a huge role in the pride you put in the work and the stuff that you do. Based on that same concept, if we were to kind of go to the back, here's how that would look like. Okay. Oh, hi Bailey. Hi. So Bailey's been taking care of the kind of stuff over here as well, but I believe Bailey, you created this, right? Or was it Sam? Okay, Sam. So look at this, okay? Now, oops. Okay. So, if you take a look at that, this is exactly like what I was talking about earlier. It's like this, the storeroom map of where things are put in. It makes zero sense that the leader or the CEO should be obsessed about things like that. But I'm showing you guys behind the scenes to how it is that you should approach your work in terms of how you should have your stuff organized. Do you know how much time is lost for people looking for things, looking for house keys, car keys, files? And for me, if you were to take that train of thought and to implement that from the standpoint of running an organization, these are the things that begins from the lowest level all the way to the highest, right? Because if things like that at the lowest level is not taken care of, how would you expect the higher level things to be taken care of? Does that make sense? So from a big picture perspective, all the way down, that is how I approach things. So what does that mean? If you take a look at priorities from the first day of work from the standpoint of a high level, it means that at the lowest level, the principles, the values are communicated to the team. So when they did the huddle earlier, without me, I wasn't there. These are the values that needs to be communicated or that has been communicated, because from there, that's when everything trickles upwards. Even though I'm not working today, what I am really doing is I'm working from a strategic standpoint in terms of making sure that the team, the operations, transition smoothly from working from home into an office, to make sure that all of the junk, that's pretty much the first day of work behind the scenes at the office. Let me know in the comments below if you've liked these type of raw behind the scene videos. I could be shooting more of them, or if you prefer the typical tutorial based videos that we've been doing. Either way, let me know in the comments below, and if you like videos like these, make sure you smash the like button. It does help the channel out a little bit, and make sure you subscribe to be notified when we release newer videos just like this one. That being said, let's head over back to the studio.